What's that music called, by the way? It's one of those tracks that everybody knows. Jeopardy music, really? All right. So, yeah, maybe we can jump into Yogg versus Cipher, rather. The Brit versus the Frenchman. And we do need sound of that, of course. Let's get this live. There we go. Yogg versus Cipher, and also a mirror matchup here, but in this case, it is the Druid mirror matchup. And he's actually innervating out of Shade here. No, coining out of Shade, sorry. And he could double innervate the Ancient of War next turn if he wanted to. Shade coming out here from Cipher as well. So the scary thing about the double innervate Ancient of War is that a keeper makes it ridiculously bad, right? So he might just end up playing the Wild Growth that he just drew and using one innervate next turn. Also gives him one more turn to maybe draw an Ancient Allure or a Dr. Boom. So he has more options this way. It's his decision to make. And he is going to go for the double innervate. So I actually like this because this is just balls to the wall. I mean, he's not going to get punished for it this turn at least, unless there's a keeper coming down. But I don't see that happening unless he draws one right now. Would be pretty sick. Dr. Boom drawn. And now Cypher's in the world of hurt. He's like, oh, really? Really? Did that just happen? The double innervate Ancient of War? Are you for real? And he is for real. It's actually better than double innervate Boom because there's a big game hunter in Cypher's hand. And he might just end up wrathing this to like get a draw. I mean, he has to cycle through this. I mean, what else can you really do? You can't just hero power this turn, can you? Seems so weak. Balls to the wall, Cap of Pride. Indeed, Lanterns, indeed.
I've got the beast
Just a big game hunter, okay. To kind of put something on the board at least. That could get keepered from Yogg here. Wow, picks up the second keeper, so that's definitely getting keepered. So the only bad news, like really the only bad news here for Yogg really, is that he doesn't really have anything to follow this up just yet in terms of minions. But there's no problem. Like, this freaking Ancient of War is so strong that he can just attack with his 4/4 Shade already. Like, he doesn't have to be scared at all. Because, like, if a swipe comes down here, it's still fine, because that's a waste to turn. Like, there's no 5-drop coming out in terms of, like, Lothar or Harrison Jones instead. Hey, 8 Nice, what's going on, man? I'm just going to be still talking to chat, because, I mean, we're at an amount of viewers where that's okay. Finally someone to talk to. Yep. Chat's kind of silent today, but that is fine. Druid on the claw off the top. He's just going to charge that. This is an insane start here for Yogg. That double innervate not getting punished might actually mean the game already. Another swipe. He's going to have to play this, isn't he? Oh, this is actually pretty sick. He can clear the Ancient of War and the 4/4 here. If he swipes the Ancient of War and then Wraths, that's pretty nice. He's only going to take 2 damage next turn, or a maximum of 8 rather, with the Force of Nature. It's still not looking good for him. Like, don't get me wrong. But it's better than it originally looked. Okay, so apparently the clean feed should be fixed. So we can jump. Let's actually see this first match till the end, and then we might be able to jump into the other feed. I mean, this is going to be over fairly fast, I think, so we can just watch the end of this. Shapeshift. So Force of Nature is going to be it next turn unless Lothar comes down this turn. Like, he has to Lothar if he wants to stay alive. If he decides to do anything else, like just Dr. Boom or something, it's game. He can't do that. And he's going to Dr. Boom? Really? It's game if he does. And that's the game for Yogg here. Is going to pick up the first one over Cipher. We're not going to continue watching this series if the other feed works. I'm going to check that out in just a second. But yeah, first win for Yogg here in this... first series of the day. So let's jump into the other feed real quick.